I want to talk to you guys about the strength of our memory. So let's get into it. Our experiences in our life are what make up our memories. Some of these memories are conscious, some of them you remember more than others, and some of them are unconscious, but your mind, all your senses are getting that data and storing it in your memory. Conscious memory and unconscious memory. Think of it just like a giant database, and all of us are just like grabbing so much data from our environment. Our memories determine how and what we think and what we feel. Okay, you don't understand with this one? Let me give you a practical example. Close your eyes right now. Do it real quick. Close your eyes right now. Think about something that happened in your life that you are just super grateful for. A moment that happened and you were just filled up with so much joy, so much happiness. You couldn't have wanted anything else. Think about it so vividly right now as if it's happening right now. Think about how it makes you feel, to feel super complete and full. And perhaps take a few deep breaths and allow gravity to settle you into your seat. And now gradually become aware of this process of breathing. Now come back here. You see, just by recalling a memory, you can think of what happened and feel, even in this moment, how that felt. This is true for all the bad stuff too, the trauma, the undealt past. You can relive it over and over again and beat yourself up. You can also relive amazing things that have happened. And here's the hack, man. You can even imagine feeling what it will feel like when you get those amazing things that you're after. That's the whole idea of creating a vision, not just dreaming, but a vision. Because dreams, you wake up and your dream's gone, but your vision, it stays with you. So your memories can help you with your vision too. So keep that in mind. Your memories determine how and what we think, okay, and what we feel, okay? They're the framework that is underneath our belief system. And what's your belief system, right? Determines how you act. And how you act obviously determines how things turn out in life. If your belief is to be healthy, it requires you to go to the gym, of course good things are going to happen. If it says, nope, we don't do that, it's not in my belief system, you won't act on that. So how you act determines how things turn out in your life. Now with all that said, not all of our memories are equal, okay? Some of your memories of the past have more weight and more, let's say, pull on you than others. So let's keep this now in the context of weed and addiction and all that, okay? Because obviously we can talk about this in other contexts and it's true, but the strength of a memory, how much you remember it, increases by however many times you've repeated the action that created the memory. You can have a memory that grows stronger, so strong that it now compels you to repeat the actual act that you took to create that memory in the first place. Almost effortlessly, it almost feels automatic. Like think about how often you watch porn or how you started smoking weed. You didn't just take your first puff and then become addicted right away. No, what you did is you planted a base for this root to grow in your brain as if now these actions were automatic. So there was a point in time, right, when you started smoking weed. You did it once, you didn't get addicted right away, but you created this new experience that your brain remembers. You created a memory. It's like, oh my God, we can actually like feel really good when we get high. Now you did it enough times and it became a habit. When you have a habit, all that means is you've done that experience. You've taken that action so many times that now it's become automatic. You can pretty much say habits can be addictive. Even for people that go to the gym. Like I know for me at a time, it was a great habit. Went to the gym 6 days a week, twice a day sometimes, and contest prep sometimes 3 times a day, I'm telling you. At that point, it became an addiction, obviously. I'm doing that habit so many times, it's automatic. Like there's no negotiating about whether or not we're doing this. So keep that in mind. Think about this. What are some good habits you have had over the years? So the thing to keep in mind here, when you're creating a habit, it takes somewhere from 60 to 200 repetitions. Now, of course, depends on the activity. Some require a lot more repetitions, right? And some require a little bit less. Now, at that point, when you've done something so many times, you get to a point which is called automaticity. This is where an activity has been done without thinking about it, okay? You don't have to think about whether or not we're gonna do this or how do we do this. It's become a habit. It's automatic at that point. And at some point, it becomes hard not to do that activity. This is very much true with addiction. Sometimes it's also true with people with food, with porn. You can apply it to anything, but we're gonna stick with weed. So I will use myself as an example. Like when I competed in bodybuilding shows, there were really no ifs, ands, or buts. Whether or not am I hitting the gym today? Of course I was tired. Of course I felt exhausted. Of course there were times like, oh my God, this getting really too much. When does this end? But we'd already decided, because I was doing it so often, that we're hitting the gym. Now, of course, at the same time, I was working towards this goal of becoming a bodybuilder, but the gym was a non-negotiable. And yes, school was a priority. It had to get done. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But what I did at that time, what I learned the most, is creating a routine, having incredible discipline, packing all my food everywhere I went, having my water with me. So if I had to be out for more than a couple of hours and I didn't know when I'm going to come back, I was prepared. Creating a routine where I know I'm going to hit the gym 6 days a week. So planning that out, using a calendar, using a schedule to plan out when my classes are, when am I studying, when am I going to the gym, when am I resting, when am I washing my laundry, all that stuff at that time in college is what I created a discipline around. So it became very natural to me at that time to wake up and hit the gym and know that at some point in the day later, probably gonna hit the gym again.